YouTube. How's it going? This is your boy Richboywayne, aka the Specialist of Opportunity, and I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. We're going to talk about, should you get your real estate license as a wholesaler? And the short answer to that question is yes. I just saved you a whole 5 minutes in this video. Here you go. Like and subscribe. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so let me explain why you should get your real estate license, okay? Let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question first. And the question is, do you want to get one check or do you want to get two checks? That's really the only question. Do you want to get paid once or you want to get paid twice? Because as a wholesaler, you should be getting a lot of leads. Should be. That's the key question. You should be. And chances are, most of those leads that you get are not going to be good wholesaling leads. In other words, they're not going to be good for wholesaling. However, they may be good for retail sales, or basically just, regular house sale. They're probably not going to need a lot of work, or most of the leads that you're going to get are probably going to be houses that don't need a lot of work. They don't really need a lot of, they're not really that old, so they're kind of modern, and the seller's just not really that motivated. So that's not really a good wholesale deal, but that's a good real estate deal. There's still some money to be made there. So I think that definitely you should at some point. I don't recommend doing it when you first start out. When you first start out, I recommend going and doing wholesaling. Become good at wholesaling first. Do a couple of deals first. Get the process down. Get your business down and how you want to run your business and get all that stuff straightened away. Then go get your real estate license. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Some states like Illinois, for example, you have to have a real estate license to do wholesaling. We know about that. There's people who've done videos on this. But for the most part, go get your license. Now, is it cheap to get your real estate license? No. I would say on average, this is on average nationally in the United States, it's going to cost you probably about $2,000 when it's all said and done. And that's about what it costs. It may cost more in some places, may cost less. But on average, it should cost you about $2,000. I highly recommend saving up that $2,000. I don't recommend putting this on a credit card or taking out loans to do this. I recommend saving it up and then getting your real estate license first. The first thing you need to do is take a class, okay? And the class is usually, you can do it after work. That's what I did. And I did nights and weekends for 2 weeks. It's a 2-week class, okay? Then I went to take my test. And the first test that you're probably going to take is your real estate exam. And then after that, you'll be taking the state exam. It's 2 different tests. You have to pass both of those tests to get your license. But that's not even the hardest thing. The hardest thing is to find a brokerage that aligns with your goals. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, you should just find a good brokerage. And let me tell you something. Okay, not all brokerages are good. Not all brokerages are going to align with your vision and your goals. Not all brokers will let you be a wholesaler on the side. They don't like that, a lot of them. A lot of them really frown on any type of real estate investing, period. What they want you to do is list their houses. They don't want you to wholesale. They don't want you to do any kind of any type of landlord activity, any rental properties, no Airbnb stuff, no VRBOs, none of this stuff. They want you to straight list properties for them. That's it. So you need to find a good brokerage that will allow you to do that, do wholesaling, and most of them will not do it. The small mom and pop ones will. These larger ones like Keller Williams and Crylike and all these other ones, they probably won't let you do that. As a matter of fact, if they find out that you're wholesaling, they're probably going to release you from their brokerage. That's what happened to me in my first brokerage. I associated with. To make a long story short, they found out that I was a wholesaler, and they released me, and that was the end of that. So you want to find a brokerage that is okay, and once again, that aligns with your goals. Okay, if your goal is to be a real estate investor, you need to find a brokerage where there are other real estate investors so you can learn from them. And that's okay with you doing any type of real estate activities. But like I said, a lot of them will, some of them will, some of them won't. You just gotta look around, ask around. Probably the best place to ask is your local RIA group, because those guys are gonna know who's doing what, and that's probably the best place. So to answer the question, should you get your real estate license? Yes, you should. You gotta keep both your businesses separate. You cannot merge them together, okay? You got to wholesale over here. You got to do real estate stuff over here. You cannot merge those businesses together at all, because as an agent, your job, your fiduciary responsibility is to serve your client. Now, of course, when you're wholesaling, then my client is whoever I'm wholesaling to. And then, you know, when I'm an investor, my responsibility is to make money. That's my responsibility right there. You know what I'm saying? But there you go. So if you're gonna get an LLC, you probably have to get 2 LLCs, and you got to have them in separate LLCs. But I'm not a tax professional. I'm not a CPA. You probably need to ask somebody, and they'll probably tell you. But that's what you're probably going to do. Okay. But if you guys like this video and this was helpful for you, and you found some good content in this, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see future videos from me, go ahead and subscribe. Now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.